I know y'all like, wait a minute. Sel, you doing this late? Yep, I am. I watched Dynamite and I thought it was a decent show. I'm going to talk about the standouts. Obviously, the standouts are everybody that's involved with the Owen Hart Cup Finals. Hangman, Will Ospreay. The tension that they had. They had a tag team match against Don Callis boys. Because they got into it during the matchup and cats accidentally hit one another. You already know the tension is there. I'm already calling in that match of the night. Listen, the match of Double or Nothing is Ospreay Hangman. Look, I'm calling it. I could be wrong as two left shoes, but the tension that they got and what the little tit for tat that they were doing got me invested into what they get ready to do. So I'll give them two kudos. As for who's going over, Tony Khan can do whatever the heck he wants. If he don't want Ospreay to go over, fine. If he want Hangman to go over, that's fine. But I'm telling you right now, if Will Ospreay wins, Will Ospreay is getting the job done at All In. If Hangman wins, y'all, I don't know. I don't know. I hate to bring doubt because there's a lot of people who are on the listen, they are on their like final leg, giving any iota of a care for this doggone company. And I hate that because WWE has been hot garbage as well. It's like we need competition. If pro wrestling shows are giving us straight trash, what's the point of even bothering watching? There's no point. There is absolutely no point reviewing. There's no point talking about it, no point watching it or nothing. And I'm like, TK, what you did last night, fine. Y'all actually was out this way. They was here. They was out here in Chicago over at the Now Arena. You got to, there's a lot of things that they need to do. Get two major storylines that cats can like, oh, that's all they talking about. One, next, don't make your shows freaking predictable. Good predictability is fine. I ain't got a problem with that. Don't make your shows extra predictable based off of who's wrestling and who. Because you already know. We already know. And then, let's make people feel different from one another. You understand what I'm saying? Like, this whole Hurt Syndicate situation, finally, Maxwell Jacob Freeman is officially a part of it. They beat the brakes off of Dante and Darius. Listen, man, I want them boys to be presented better. They deserve better, but they got to get better, if you get my drift. If you get my drift. They've been with the company for 4 years now. This is the first time where both of them have been perfectly not injured. Because remember, there was a time where Darius was hurt and Dante was carrying the load, and then that retarded injury that happened 2 years ago at the Ring of Honor show when Penta did that goofy man, what is it, the Canadian Destroyer off the ladder and into the 4 tables, and Dante's ankle was done. Dante's ankle was finished. So they've been perfectly fine. It's just the booking. I want to see them book better. I want to see these boys. I want them to feel like they deserve to be in the tag team title picture. You understand what I'm saying? Like, they in it. I'm not saying they're not in it. TK got everybody and their mama in it. He got everybody and their mama in it. But the problem is, you want cats to feel different. Same thing goes for Leo Rush and Action Andrade. The same thing. The same thing. So it's going to be, I think it's going to be a fatal 4-way to determine who's going to be the number 1 contenders for Bobby Lashley and Shelton Benjamin going at Double or Nothing. I think that matchup is tonight on Collision. Cool, whatever. Bobby, everybody else gave him a thumbs up. MVP gave him a thumbs up. Shelton gave him a thumbs up. And Bobby was over here clowning and crap. I mean, even the audience was invested. They was invested. Like, they was booing when he was going down. They was cheering when he kind of was going up. Then he was just playing around. He finally gave him the thumbs up, and then MJF hugged him, and he's like, "All right, man, look, chill. You bugging me out." He's in. Now, Tony Khan, you hear me and you hear me carefully. The Hurt Syndicate, because right now they feel like they're a tweener group. You got to go with what you feel in your gut is the best way to present them moving forward, because MJF needs to potentially get back into the main title picture. He has to. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Because him just playing around, jumping from storyline to storyline, is making cats wonder, did he really make the right decision re-signing with AEW? I'm serious. There's a lot of people saying that. Now, I ain't saying that, but that's what a lot of people are saying. Moving forward, MJF in the Hurt Syndicate needs to make the most sense, period. I ain't putting up with bull jive half storylines that don't make no type of sense whatsoever. We've been putting up with that for years dealing with this company. I ain't putting up with it. What else happened that was of significance? Taz, obviously, you knew he was going to give an emotional tribute to his fallen friend, Sabu, right from the heart, because them two, they went to war in ECW, and he broke down. He said that was his guy. He going to be forever missed, and that was cool. So we had Sky Blue is back, ladies and gentlemen. Sky Blue is back. There was a was it a tag team match, or was it I don't even know what it was, because TK do eliminator matches so much. It's like I don't know. I was legit. I was like I don't know. I think it was an eliminator match to determine who was going to face Tony at. And see, I hate that. To me, again, eliminator matches is one of the most dumbest things to ever be created in pro wrestling. It's like, in order for me to get a shot, I got to beat you. I got to beat the champion. To me, that's just lazy booking. That's lazy booking. I'm serious. Lazy booking don't do nothing for me. Like, Tony is running through everybody. Now she going against Mina Shafir. Is it Mina Shafir? My girl that was tight with old girl. You know what I'm talking about. Myra May, who's potentially on her way to the E. I'm not saying she is, because I don't know, but a lot of people think that's where she's headed. Her girl, Mina, I forgot her last name. She pinned her, so obviously that's who Tony is going, and you already know what's gonna happen. It's like that to me. That's just lazy booking. It's lazy. It's your main women's title picture. It shouldn't. I'm serious. It's like, TK, what are we doing, dog? What are we doing? What are we doing? I'm serious. Like, we just doing anything. It just doesn't make no type of sense whatsoever. I'm like, we gotta chill on that. So she pins her, and then Mercedes comes out to beat the brakes off the young lady who was in the match that defeated her for the championship, the New Japan Strong Championship. So she came out of nowhere and started to beat the brakes off of her. Then here comes Jamie Hayter to try to take her out, and so they kind of give you the tension between them and everything. Listen, the right move, ladies and gentlemen. I'm telling you right now, the right move. Tony Khan, I don't give a dang what nobody has to say. The right move is for Jamie Hayter to defeat Mercedes Moné at Double or Nothing. That is the only decision that should be on your mind in that doggone book that you sit up and just make matches from. Anthony Khan. There is no other way we can go about this. None whatsoever. None. Mercedes, bulletproof. The girl wins 24/7. She don't need no doggone AEW title right now. She doesn't. She don't need it right now. Until she dropped that TBS championship, Mercedes does not need to be going up for the AEW Women's Champion. Now, listen, potentially it's going to happen. Like, it's going to happen. It's going to happen, but it better not happen at no doggone All In. That's all I'm going to say. Bet not. Because Jamie been missed, and a lot of people been crying about her not being in the doggone title picture. Fools have been crying. Man, when is Jamie going to get pushed? When is she going to get pushed? When is she going to get pushed? Tony Khan, what are you doing? What are you doing? That's all I've been hearing. That's all fools been doing. Crying and complaining about Jamie Hayter. Well, Jamie Hayter is back in that position. It's up to Tony Khan to do the right thing. Do the right thing, Tony. Don't bull jive. Do the right thing. After that, we got DDG and Nigel McGuinness talking with one another because of FTR is. I'm like, wait a minute. Did FTR turn Nigel McGuinness into a babyface? Like that? I'm saying, like, Nigel McGuinness always been here as long as I check. Nigel McGuinness is on babyface street, and so he got jumped by FTR on Collision. DDG got jumped by FTR on Collision. Daddy Magic got jumped by FTR on Collision. So I'm thinking, okay, I think Tony Khan is booking a no DQ tag team match between them. So I don't know what kind of matchup it's going to be. I don't know. But that's basically how it was. It was like he was confronting him. Here comes Stokely halfway talking about who knows what, just saying a whole bunch of bull jive about FTR being the greatest tag team and why Nigel McGuinness just washed and why he should stay being on commentary. He has no business getting back in that ring, but because he put his hands on FTR, he deserves for FTR to beat the brakes off of him. Well, DDG, I keep saying DG. I'm thinking about the young man. When I say DDG, it's a young streamer, rapper dude. Y'all, let me tell you something. I don't usually talk about other stuff outside of pro wrestling when I'm talking about pro wrestling, but that whole story, man, with the young lady, I think her name is Haley Bailey or something like that. That young lady, man, I don't know. I like the fact he can't even see his baby boy, and it's just a mess. It's just a mess. So I'm sorry when I was sitting up there saying DDG, I meant DG, Daniel Garcia. So I apologize about that. That's why I was saying DDG. I was talking about Homeboy. But it looked like Tony Khan is booking a no DQ, whatever, beat the brakes off your opponent match with them. That's what it feels like. That's what we getting ready to get. And it's probably going to take place at Double or Nothing. That's just what it feels like. But, so, fine, cool. What's next? I believe we're getting close to the main. I think it's the main event time, right? Is it main event time? Yeah, main event. Steel cage match. Mox versus Samoa Joe for the AEW World. So this is why that match was booked, because the AEW title will not be on the line at Double or Nothing. Anarchy in the arena is going down. This is what happened in the match. Moxley, I haven't seen Moxley bleeding forever. So Moxley said, you know what? I'm bleeding today. He got busted open. Samoa Joe beat the brakes off of him. Here comes the Death Riders. Here comes the Elite. Here comes Marina Shafir. Here comes all the other clients. Everybody and the mama coming out there. Everybody. And then they, quote unquote, do business, do what they're supposed to do, locked inside the doggone cage. Kenny Omega tries to come to save the day. It's not enough. They cheat their way for Mox to retain the champion. Oh, Gabe, the Gabe, whatever. The young man that's from New Japan is the newest member of the Death Riders, or whatever you want to call it. He gives him the doggone championship, which is in the briefcase, which we haven't seen since last year. We haven't seen it. The championship is a freaking briefcase, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know which goofy was the goofy that came up with this, that thought this was a brilliant idea. Was it Tony Khan's silly self? Was it Moxie's silly self? I don't know, but it's stupid. We haven't seen the AEW World Championship in a minute. It don't make no type of sense, y'all. It don't make no sense. So they cheated and they retained. Now here come Will Hobbs. Here come Willow. They coming out to try to save the day. I told you about Kenny Omega coming out to save the day, and they all got jumped. They all got jumped. Now, like I said, when Will Hobbs did his stuff by taking out Yuta and Claudio. And the way how they looked, like when he took them out, because they was kind of coming in there trying to mess with Samoa Joe. Will Hobbs protected Samoa Joe, and the way how when the camera went out and the way how they was looking at one another. Because y'all remember, Will Hobbs and Samoa Joe were beefing. They were beefing. But the fact they've come a long way, that they are now the trios champions, I like that spot. To me, that was the spot of the whole match, if the truth be told. It was a brilliant spot. I love that. I love that spot. Like I said, Kenny Omega was out there, and they all locked themselves up in a doggone cage. Young Bucks with silly stuff. You already know how it was. Look, we already know about the Bucks of suck. We all know about them. Swerve late to the party. I'm like, Swerve, where you been at, man? This fool late to the party. Late. But it comes, and these fools are running, trying to lock themselves in a doggone cage. You wanna know what Swerve did? That fool climbed the doggone cage and did his Swerve stomp on all them bums. So what they did, they opened it up, tried to escape, running for that man. That should let y'all know Swerve got them boys spooked. We all know Swerve should be champion right now if it wasn't for them doggone Bucks of suck. Everybody and their mama know that. We all know that. But them boys are scared. So Swerve got on the mic. He said, since you clowns think y'all the most dangerous group, y'all is messing with the most dangerous man in all AEW. I'm serious. So you know what? Since y'all fools want to do crazy stuff or whatever, I'm stopping because there's some cats in front of me. I'm waiting on them to get out the way. Since y'all fools want to do some crazy stuff, how about we do Anarchy in the Arena? There it is. So there's the matchup. There's your matchup. Oh, let me talk about it. Ricochet. Ricochet had a match with, y'all remember that boy Zach, the one-legged wrestler, the cat that was dealing with. He was beefing with back in the day. He was beefing with Brock Lesnar from back in the day. Brock Lesnar, and then I think that was his grandma or was his mama that was right there watching Brock Lesnar beat the brakes off him. But anyway, yeah, that man is in AEW now, and he was dealing with Ricochet. Now with his kids and his wife sitting ringside, I'm thinking Tony Khan going, like, hey man, Ricochet don't need this. Nope, Ricochet won. Decent matchup. Ricochet won, cheating and doing his move. He won, and he had this prosthetic leg beating him with it and all that crazy stuff. But I was like, okay. Listen, I kind of was invested because I remember my man. I remember him from SmackDown way back in the day. I remember him. You know what I'm saying? But Double or Nothing is next week. Hopefully Tony Khan give us a good go home show. This was a decent episode. Could be better. Like I said, there's always room for improvement. I'm telling you every day. Don't make the show so predictable, but let us engulf ourselves in what we're watching. That's all I'm saying. I ain't got nothing else to say, y'all. I just wanted to leave this with y'all. I'm at home. I'll holler at y'all cats later. I think Collision, like I said, Collision about to come on tonight. Holler at y'all cats later. It's your main man, Case for King Self Life Wrestling It Takes. Hit the comment section up what y'all think. Where's your mindset on AEW? Where is your mindset on Double or Nothing? Are you excited or in the middle? Let me know. Hit the comment section up. Like I said, if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. Hit that like button. I'll talk to y'all cats later. This your main man, Casey King Self Life Wrestling It Takes. I'm out the door. Holla at me.